Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. Guys, I have some very interesting news to share with you all. We have some next level FUD around Bitcoin and crypto. They are now blaming Bitcoin for inflation. In fact, not just inflation, hyperinflation. I'm going to break it down for you. You can't make this stuff up. But we also have some very bullish news. We have some South Korean banks which are now starting to custody crypto. Very big. We're seeing banks and stock exchanges around the globe jumping in. We also have a huge investment in Anthony Scaramucci's SkyBridge Capital crypto fund. Remember, I interviewed Anthony Scaramucci a couple months ago, and they have a Bitcoin fund. Well, I think they started a second version of it, or a second fund, and they have a big investment. And we have a rare diamond that was sold for, guess what? Cryptocurrencies. We're seeing adoption on multiple fronts. Now, you all know I hold Chainlink and StormX, which we recently covered. They are partnered with Chainlink. Big partnership, and I'm looking for $100 Chainlink in this bull market cycle, guys. So we're going to break it all down. Before we do, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin, which has low fees. Why pay high fees? Use OKCoin to buy your cryptocurrencies. Link in the description. Also, please sign up for my free weekly newsletter. No spam, all crypto insights and knowledge. Great way for you to get a heads up on what interviews I have lined up, what's happening in the market. So be sure to sign up. Once again, it's free, no spam, link in the description. So let's take a look at some of the macro level charts for Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin is the measuring stick, the benchmark we need to use to get an idea where we are at in this bull market cycle from a macro level. We don't want to look at daily and hourly and weekly. That's a waste of time unless you're day trading. So check this chart out. Bitcoin cycles. This is what you get if you overlay the epochs. Note that the Bitcoin price has always been substantially higher cycle over cycle. If you aren't planning to hold for 4+ years, you're speculating. So it shows where we're at. We're the purple line right here, right in the fourth cycle here. And you see, we still got ways to go. We haven't really hit a peak similar to the ones before, right? Going back to the peak from 2011 and 2013 and 2017. And now I think we still have the rest of the year to go to see another run up. Some other data here from Will Clemente, who does some really great on-chain analysis. I'm actually trying to get an interview with him. He said, still watching for a massive move from Bitcoin, just keeps coiling, setting up for the biggest volatility squeeze since breaking down from $65,000. With on-chain showing strong accumulation, expecting a squeeze to the upside. And he shows the respective chart here and the different squeezes throughout this respective cycle. So guys, I'm bullish. I know right now you look at the price and it's like, dude, how are you bullish? Because if history tells us anything, with the respective 4-year cycles and the halving, and we also see record-breaking demand from institutional investors, I think we're going to see another massive bull run up. Now, we've also talked about extended cycles, right? The market cycles have been getting longer and longer. So it's going to take a bit longer for the peak price to come along. And that could be true also for the bear market. The bear markets could get longer. So I think that's just the market maturing, right? And as more stability, more money coming in, and less volatility. Now, there's still volatility. I don't want to make it seem like there's none, but it's getting lesser and lesser, if that makes sense. Also here, we see the hash rate is recovering for as Chinese miners relocate. So Bitcoin's hash rate, of course, took a major dive when the Chinese miners were leaving the country, but we saw where they were going. Kazakhstan, they were also going to the United States, some in Texas, some in Maryland. And I think that's good news for the decentralization, the breaking up of the mining pool in China, which was one of the criticisms Bitcoin has faced over the years, right? In addition to Tether, which I think was addressed. Now, as I stated in videos before, the market is being cleaned up because you can't have all this stuff when politicians are involved and institutional and corporates and Wall Streeters, right? It's getting cleaned up, guys. And we're going to see higher prices for sure, but patience is the key. Now, one of the ways that these folks, some of these institutional people, try to shake out the weak hands or the dumb money, here is the title: How a Bubble in Bitcoin Could Lead to Hyperinflation. When you think they can't make up anything new, they do. So libertarians hope that cryptocurrencies will undermine central bank control of monetary policy. They should be careful what they wish for, warns author and analyst Bernard Connolly. Bernard Connolly. My goodness, getting tongue-tied today. This is an article from July 9th, guys. 2 days ago. It's from Money Week. And I'm not even going to read through it. I mean, the headline speaks for itself. They are trying to scare the masses off. I think many of you have seen online how the internet was criticized. Some people came out in 2000 after the dot-com crash and said, hey, the internet is a fad. Hey, a fax machine is better than the internet. People are leaving the internet because of blah, 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 right? And they've done this for different technologies. And part of it is the game of try to get the masses not to pay attention and invest, and then the big money, the smart money goes in and buys up. Then they sell it back to the masses at a premium, right? I think we know that game, how it's played. The other is people are afraid of change. And when you have a new asset class like this coming in and pulling money from gold and stocks and so forth, a lot of these guys don't like that because they don't have full control like they did before. And they put out these hit pieces, right? I think we have to be cognizant of that. These things actually happen. So could this guy be serious? I don't know. I think it's more of a hit piece. You're going to say Bitcoin and crypto is going to lead to hyperinflation when majority of cryptos like Bitcoin are hard capped and are deflationary, right? They're not inflationary like the central banks printing the money. Bitcoin's not printing the money. They've been doing quantitative easing, and countries across the globe have been printing. You just look at some countries like Venezuela, Argentina, Nigeria. Look at the money. It's garbage. And it's happening now in the United States where we see inflation's happening. You go to the grocery store, things cost more. And they're trying to blame Bitcoin and that Bitcoin's going to make the economy or make the lead us into hyperinflation. Get out of here, man. Like I said, I'm not even going to give this. I'm not even going to read through it, right? But I just want you to see what the FUD piece is, the attack, and look at when it's coming. Not when the price is at 65, when the price has corrected and consolidated. They're trying to shake weak hands out. And also, look, I've said it before. A lot of these guys also put out pieces because it fits the narrative of their shorts. If they're shorting, they want that price. They want that sell pressure. They want the price to go down. They will go on CNBC Fast Money and say something to move the price in one direction. Likewise, they can have an article like this, paid this guy Bernard, and we don't know, right? The average Joe especially will just be reading this like, oh, no, I better not be in Bitcoin. It's going to lead to hyperinflation, right? Because they're not in it, they're not researching, they don't know. Maybe their first time around. You and I have been around the block. We understand the game, right? So I just thought it was hilarious, man. This is so funny. Check this out. South Korea's Woori Financial Group will provide direct Bitcoin custody to its customers. Woori is the fourth biggest bank in Korea and is the third major bank in the country to offer digital asset custody services. All of the banks, my friends, all of the stock exchanges, all the corporates, they will all be jumping in. Slowly but surely. So here, the Korea Economic Daily, and look at the headline. This is from 11 hours ago. Korean banks enter digital asset custody market in series, one after the other. And as I've stated before, you're seeing the game theory play out with banks, stock exchanges, corporates, hedge funds, and so forth. It's playing, some of these principles like game theory and the Metcalfe's law and the network effect, it's playing out beautifully. And I love it. Once you understand those principles, it also gives you confidence as to where this market is headed because people are coming in. And I say same way, if you take out, forget about Bitcoin and crypto for a second. If you just look at Facebook and Twitter and social networks, Metcalfe's law played out there, right? And now people are part of the networks and now they're valued adding billions, right? It's crazy to think about it. If you told somebody about this in the 90s or 80s, they'd be like, what? What, a network where people just post photos and updates and it's worth billions? Huh? Right? But the internet has decentralized communication and connection and all that, right? I need to explain that, but Metcalfe's law playing out, game theory playing out, my friends. Check this out. Single buyer apes into Mooch's ETH fund for $5.7 million docs show. So I interviewed Anthony Scaramucci, what was it, a few months back, if I'm not mistaken, 4 months actually. And we talked about SkyBridge, the respective hedge fund that he created and runs. They have a Bitcoin fund, and he talked about his thesis as to why he got into it. Now they have an ETH fund. And remember what I always say, they start with Bitcoin, then it goes to Ethereum, then XRP, then Chainlink. They're going to build funds and ETFs for all these respective relevant and cryptos that are actually doing stuff. So I'm not saying like everything will have an ETF or a fund, but they have to be legit. So Anthony Scaramucci's SkyBridge Capital has launched its second crypto-specific private fund. One buyer has committed funds so far. So the institutional investors are jumping in, guys. They're jumping in. So it is now the second crypto-specific private fund offered by Anthony Scaramucci's investment firm. The other, a Bitcoin vehicle, disclosed $46.7 million in sales to 170 investors on Friday. And guess what? These are not random Joe Schmoes like off the street. These are accredited investors, wealthy individuals. That's who he's targeting. So if you haven't seen my interview with him, definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description. So the money is coming in, my friends. Now, check this out. A rare diamond sells for $12.3 million in crypto. We covered news about real estate getting purchased in crypto. We're seeing just a variety of things, adoption, growth. It's happening, my friends. So the auction house said that a milestone was reached in the adoption of cryptocurrencies. Huge, huge. If I'm going to try to pronounce her name here, Sotheby's, if that's right, the 277-year-old British auction house sold a rare 101.38 carat diamond for 95.1 million Hong Kong dollars, which is the equivalent of $12.3 million in cryptocurrency on Friday in a Hong Kong auction to an anonymous buyer. See what is happening here, my friends? And who has $12.3 million to spend like that, right? It ain't me, it ain't you, but the whales and the institutional investors. So they are adopting crypto and spending it as well. The future is bright, my friends. Now, StormX, which is a cashback, or I should say crypto-back rewards company where you obviously spend and you use their respective card or link or whatever, and you earn crypto, right? I think we've seen some other services like that. And what we covered about, I think about a couple of weeks ago, they became the official sponsor for the Portland Trail Blazers, where their logo is going to be on the jersey. Mass marketing, right, of crypto. And that's the Portland Trail Blazers are, of course, an NBA basketball team. Well, they said here, we have integrated Chainlink Price Feeds to power our first NFT sale. We will look to add more Chainlink Price Feeds in the future to expand and support for any cryptocurrencies in demand by our community. Guys, this is why I have Chainlink. Those of you who have been subscribers to my channel, I swung trade Chainlink last year and I made some nice profits. I made some decent money off of Chainlink last year, more than any other crypto. Now I am holding Chainlink long term as well, but I've been swing trading it, making money. And I do believe it has a bright future. There's a lot of FUD out there, people calling it crap, but it's getting adoption, and that's why I want to share the facts with you. StormX, a legit crypto company doing mass marketing with the NBA, is integrating Chainlink for its price feeds. Yeah, so if you think Chainlink is a joke, you are a joke. You need to go do some research. So very bullish, and I am looking for a $100 Chainlink in this respective bull market. I hope it happens because I'll make some nice returns, as I'm sure many of you who will as also who are holding Chainlink. So guys, what do you think about this news? This FUD piece here, it made me laugh. Bitcoin will lead to hyperinflation. What will they come up with next? Bitcoin will cause asteroids and meteors to crash to the earth and destroy us all. Hey, you never know. They may come up with that next, right? So leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Share this video. Tell your friends and family about this channel if they want to learn about crypto from a fact-based perspective. No hyperbole, no out of the world hype or anything like that. Let's learn. Let's be educated about this market and let's make money. I'll talk to you guys later.